Um, I just like tried to make a video before this, but it failed so fucking hard. Um, so I said I was going to make a video. I think my dog is seeing ghosts. Um, I said I was going to make a video answering some of the stuff in my Ask Box because I can't write stuff really well recently at all. Um, So I figured it would actually like kind of be better if I could just like ramble because that's what I do a lot about anything. And also I have like a lot of new followers recently, and I haven't put up even like some of the dumb videos that I shouldn't have said dumb. Sorry, I don't like saying those words. um, I haven't put up any of the videos that like my friend Jessie and I will make and stuff like that in quite a while, actually, like since last spring break. Um, so yeah, I thought I would just make this and it would be cool. So yeah, first up I have this like flower meme thing that I posted a while ago, and I'm really sorry that you're not getting the answers until now. I feel like a really, really bad person. Um, so Sleepy Heartless asked poinsettia, tulip, hibiscus, and locust. So I'm going to answer those, starting with poinsettia, which is. Oh god, I have the meme right here. The font on my blog is really small. Oh my god, this is miserable. I'm sorry, everybody. Poinsettia, 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 poinsettia. I can do this. That's primrose. Poinsettia. Favorite holiday dish. Okay. Probably like the sweetbread that my great grandmother makes every year whenever we have gatherings for anything. Oh no, the light went off my phone. Um, I'm sorry. I'm like, this room is actually a lot brighter than it looks. I have the flashlight on my phone on me because it is really dark and dim on my phone. I'm sorry, my dog is staring at something and it's freaking me out. Um, So yeah, my great grandmother makes like different kinds of sweetbreads. Um, she's been making them for years and years and years and years and years and years. She's like 80 years old now and has been making this, I'm pretty sure, for the majority of her life. But she'll make like banana bread and pumpkin bread and chocolate bread, and her zucchini bread is my favorite because it's really delicious. And you think zucchini bread and you think like the vegetable zucchini and it's like ew gross, but zucchini bread is really delicious and it's surprising, and I really like it. Um, so yeah, sweetbread, because I'm a child. Tulip. What one was tulip? For your birthday, what kind of cake do you ask for? Red velvet marble, and that is a thing that exists, and it is absolutely my favorite thing in the world because I love red velvet and I love marble cake, and like the two of them together is like this fucking beauty. I said fucking, but I can't say the D word. Not dick, I can say dick. Um, so yeah, I really, really like cake. I like sweet things in general. Hibiscus. I'm a little kid. I'm like literally a little kid. This is gonna be a really long video. I'm sorry. I'm like not interesting at all. Hibiscus. Did you ever play an instrument? If so, what? Oh gosh. Yes. I am planning on majoring in music when I go to college, which is going to be in the next few years. I'm taking a year off before college after I graduate. Um, but then I'm probably going to go into music education or performance art on the saxophone. I play primarily alto sax, but I can also do any of the saxophone family. I don't like the tenor. I just don't like how it sounds. Um, I have tenor friends, and I really shouldn't be saying that. Um, but I own an alto and a soprano saxophone, and most people don't know what a soprano is, but it's take like a tiny alto. Fucking light. Sorry, I'm like totally in the dark now, and it's annoying. Turn on. Wait, no, on. On is good. Oh, fuck. My phone is dead. I'm sorry. We're in the dark now. Let me see how bad this actually is. Oh, that's really bad. Um, yeah, I'm sorry. Fuck. Um, you just get to hear my lovely voice then. So yeah, the soprano saxophone looks like a smaller alto sax, just kind of like untwisted. I also own a flute and a guitar. Um, I think everybody and their mother owns a guitar, but I actually really do want to learn how to play mine. I want to learn how to play like every string instrument there is, especially cello. um, but string instruments hate me, and I do know rudimentary flute, mostly because the fingerings are very similar to saxophone, and I do play the bassoon, sort of, kind of. I suck at it. So, yes, to answer your question, I play a lot of instruments. Next question. Locust. I don't know what a locust flower is. I have never seen one, but I'm just gonna kind of go on faith here. Which one is a locust? I'm sorry, it's so dark. It's probably really awful. You can hardly see. Oh my god, you can hardly see my face. Okay. Okay. Locust. Oh, there it is. There it is. Oh gosh. What was your favorite book as a child? Probably the Aragon series. Like, I saw the movie when I was a little kid and I got to bug out my ass to read it, and that was like the first big chapter book thing that I ever read. Um, like I had read Magic Tree House and Boxcar Children and all those younger kid stuff. My cat is licking himself behind me and it's weird. Um, I had read stuff like that, but obviously for like an 8-year-old, Christopher Paolini stuff can be like a little bit daunting if you're me and don't learn things very fast. I love reading, but like at that point in my life, I wasn't at like a higher level of reading yet, and Paolini style was a little bit weird for me. But I like fucking ate through that book once I got into it. And for about 2 years, I had an obsession with dragons. I wish I was kidding. I think this is my old house, by the way. I'm staying with my grandmother right now. I'm pretty sure up in my old room, right this second, in this house in Michigan, there is still a little dragon egg shaped rock that I carried around with me everywhere, convinced that a little dragon was going to hatch out and I was going to be a rider and fly off to Allegasia. I was really pathetic, but that was my life. I loved the Aragon series. So that was all for Sleepy Heartless's questions. Thank you. The next few are on Anon, and a couple of them are like a little bit more personal than Sleepy Heartless's were. Um, the first one I think was Rhododendron. Yeah, Rhododendron. I can't pronounce flower names, so I'm sorry if I'm fucking any of these up. Rhododendron, Rhododendron, Rhododendron. Um, what's the scariest dream you've ever had? The past few months, okay, this is gonna involve some backstory. I have always loved zombie apocalypse stuff. Like, always loved zombie apocalypse stuff. And recently I haven't been because I started having this reoccurring nightmare where I wake up in the morning, and I start getting ready for school, and, I go downstairs and my mother and my stepfather are zombies. And I told this to my mother a little while ago, and she said, well, our relationship is changing a lot recently. We've been changing a lot recently, and this could be your mind kind of taking that symbolically. There's scuttling over there. I think it's mice. I hope it's mice. Okay, it's the bird. I'm paranoid. Um, so yeah, it could be my mind just like kind of symbolically dealing with the changes that are going on and putting it into a simpler way. But that dream, I have a 4-year-old sister, and all I can really think about is, what would I do with her in that situation? What would I do? What would I do? What would I do? And it's very stressful to think about. And it's scary to me a lot. So yeah, that's the worst dream I've ever had, and unfortunately it's reoccurring. Yeah. Heliconia, or however the fuck it's pronounced. Another flower. Okay, whew, that was heavy. Let me see if I can find this one. It's an H one, but none of these are in alphabetical order, and that makes things harder. Do you like it when it rains? Yes. Yes, I do. I love rain. I like sun too, but I really love rain. I like the sound of it. I like the feel of it. I like the fact that it's bringing life. I love it when it rains in the spring. It just makes me really happy. I love it when it rains in the summer and it's really warm, and I like to go out and run around in it because, as I've stated thus far, I am a child. I'm gonna check this. Yeah, this is still really dark and it's 12 minutes long. Jesus Lord. Sorry. Azalea. It's a nice flower name. I don't recall what it looks like right offhand. What's a movie you cried while watching? Thor: The Dark World. I don't normally cry during movies. The last time I cried in a movie was during Thor, and before that, the last time I cried was watching Bridge to Terabithia in theaters. I think I was 9. I sobbed like a child. But in Thor, okay, spoilers. Shh. Spoilers. When I thought that Loki was dead, I literally almost had to get up and go throw up in the bathroom. I didn't see it coming, and I am gullible when it comes to movies. I don't call things before they happen. I didn't call that he would still be alive, so I genuinely thought he was dead. I mean, I obviously hoped that there would be some plot twist, but I genuinely thought that Loki was dead, and I was bawling doubled over in the theater, probably annoying a bunch of people. It was pathetic. So yeah, during Thor: The Dark World, I cried like a child. I am a child. I have said this several times during that video. So that's it for the flower questions. And the last one that I have is from another Anon that just asked me what my favorite movie is. And favorite movie is like a really hard thing for me to pick. But probably it would have to be just a very nostalgic thing for me, and that would be Lilo and Stitch. Mostly because the relationship between Lilo and Nani is very much like my mother and I when I was growing up. My mom had me when she was very young, and she was a single mom for a lot of the time, and we lived in an apartment together. And I was kind of half raised by my grandma for a decent portion of my life, and my dad went into the military, and we were kind of left on our own for a long time, and money was tight, and we had a very sisterly relationship. We've always had a very sisterly relationship until recently. And like, I related to Lilo and Nani a lot. My personality was very much like Lilo when I was a child. I was a brat. So yeah, I think Lilo and Stitch would probably be my favorite movie to this day, even though it's a little kids movie and that probably shouldn't stop anything at all. So yeah, you've heard all of that. Congratulations. You made it through this video, even though there's no light going on here, and you can probably hardly see anything. So thank you everybody, and good night.